What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing great. It was a hot day today here in Michigan. Don't know how hot it was where you're living, but got up to 91, which is pretty hot for Michigan around this time of year. It's not even really the spring or the summertime yet. It's almost summertime, but I wish I had a pool. But I hope everyone's doing great. Hanging in there, doing the best they can. Had a great Memorial Day weekend. Memorial Day. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Check out all my videos and subscribe if you like what you see. Besides me. That was so stupid. But anyways, please check out all my other videos and subscribe. And to all my subscribers, thank you so much. Anyways, I can't wait. In this video, if you watch Whose Line Is It Anyway, you know Colin Mochrie. And they had a segment called Weird Newscasters, and Colin Mochrie had like the best one-liners and stuff that he came up with, and it was just unbelievable. But these are with Drew Carey, when Drew Carey hosted. This is back in like the early to mid 90s. Well, like the mid 90s to early 2000. Anyways, whatever. But Whose Line is still on CW. With Aisha Tyler's the host. Still has the same people and everything. But back in the day, with Drew Carey as the host, it was so much better. It's just, anyways, I'm just blabbering on. In this video, Whose Line Is It Anyway? Colin Mochrie, best one-liners from weird newscasters. Let's get to it.
Welcome to the 6 o'clock news. I'm your anchor, frankly, don't give a damn. A large wooden object with a pointy end was found spinning in the downtown core. That's our top story. Now, over to our co-anchor, Minnie Puzzle. Minnie?
Get these ideas. So ever hear the music, Colin? Take it away.
Welcome to the 6 o'clock news. I'm your anchor, Horst you rode in on. Our top story tonight. Disaster struck a ceiling fan convention tonight when the scheduled entertainment, Dr. Linguini and his trampolining sheep, hit the floor. According to one eyewitness, everything was fine until one extremely high bounce, and then the sheep hit the fan. And now over to my lovely co-anchor, Sarah Bellum. Sarah, start the news. Welcome to the 6 o'clock news. I'm your anchor, Wes Filling More Taste. Our top story today. After a disappointing summer, Humpty Dumpty has a great fall. And now over to our co-anchor, Manny Girl.
Colin Mochrie.
O'Clock News. I'm your anchor, Thor Buttock. Our top story today. 60s musical group The Byrds today announced a 24-city reunion tour with their new band member, George W. Bush. To save on money, Mr. Bush will play guitars and drums. According to a spokesman, Bush and the band is with Two in the Byrds.
That was a very clever one. That was clever.
60s musical group The Byrds today announced a 24-city reunion tour with their new band member, George W. Bush. To save on money, Mr. Bush will play guitars and drums. According to a spokesman, Bush and the band is with Two in the Byrds.
How do you come up with these?
And now over to our co-anchor, Jerry Jubilee. Jerry. It's the 6 o'clock news. I'm your anchor, Lars Pants on Pars.
Lars Pants on
Our top story. Today, a man who had been swallowed by a whale. A man who had been swallowed by a whale escaped today by running as hard as he could till he was all pooped out. And now, over to my anchor, Dude McFarland. Out.
See, that's another thing, like, you can hear Drew laughing. And that's one thing. Drew always laughed. He laughed very easily, but it was especially like weird newscasters where Colin makes things up. Greatest hits where Colin would make stuff up. Drew would just crack up, and you can hear him, in this video. I can see him, but you can hear him. He's just cracking up. Let's go back to it one more time.
It's the 6 o'clock news. I'm your anchor, Lars Pants on Pars. Our top story. Today, a man who had been swallowed by a whale. A man who had been swallowed by a whale escaped today by running as hard as he could till he was all pooped out. And now, over to my anchor, Dude McFarland. Good evening and welcome to the 6 o'clock news. I'm your anchor, Oswald the Denswald. Our top story today. Convicted hitman Jimmy Two Shoes McClarty confessed today that he was once hired to beat a cow to death in a rice field using only 2 small porcelain figures. Police admit this may be the first known case of a knick-knack paddywhack.
How do you come up with these?
Anchor, Janine Janu. Janine.
And I'm pretty sure I heard or read that Colin came up with these by himself. But just how do you do that? I've written down jokes and like comedy sketches, that I thought were funny. But that's so much easier than thinking of. I could never think of. It's too good.
Welcome to the 6 o'clock news. I'm your anchor, Gay Apparel. Top story tonight. 95-year-old Fred Scapisi was found not guilty today of sexual harassment. The 95-year-old, however, was arraigned on charges of assault with a dead weapon.
Oh man. He's arraigned on charges for assault with a dead weapon. I hope you get it. I hope you get it. Oh man, that's.
And now over to our co-anchor, Giuseppe Tasupi.
Michigan averages about 150 fatal pedestrian crashes a year. Drivers need to follow the rules of...
Anyways, it just takes so much effort. I mean, seriously, to sit there and think, these.
Welcome to the 6 o'clock news. I'm your anchor, Retta Riddle out around the waist. Our top story tonight. A man who was swallowed whole by a whale escaped today by running all the way down to the end until he was pooped out.
Now, he said that in a different one.
Welcome to the 6 o'clock news. I'm your anchor, Tito through the tulips. Our top story tonight. A man is still in critical condition after swallowing $250,000 in large bills. No change is expected.
Oh, wait. No change is expected. See, it's like inventions. There are inventions that you see on TV or you see online or see in a store, and it's like, how did I not think of that? Because I've honestly, for the past 15 years, have tried to think of inventions. It's not like I'm a person who's never tried to think of inventions. I've literally tried. And when I see this stuff, pop up over the past 15 years, it's like, oh my gosh, what a great idea. What a great product. And that person or persons are making millions. And you're just like, why didn't I think? I still sometimes, not as much, but sometimes try to think of inventions. And you want to know something? There's thousands of inventions that are going to pop up over the next 5 years. At least 5 years. That I'll see and I'll be like, oh, there's another one. Why didn't I think of that? Anyways, I'm a believer in what's meant to be is meant to be. So some people are meant to be sitting on their toilet just thinking of stuff. Toothbrush. Wait a second, I could... Or anything, I don't know.
Still in critical condition after swallowing $250,000 in large bills. No change is expected. And now let's see what's happening elsewhere in the world. I bet you that... Welcome to the 6 o'clock news. I'm your anchor, Curtis Interruptus. Our top story. Disaster at the Los Angeles Zoo today when the snake pit was accidentally filled in. Said the zoo director, it's terrible, terrible news. Now the snakes don't even have a pit to hiss in. to my co-anchor, Randy Always. Randy. Welcome to the 6 o'clock news.
Did you just make that up? Oh my god!
What's her name?
I'm your anchor, God Bless America.
God bless America. God. I'm your anchor. God bless America. Kathy Griffith. Is it Griffin or Kathy Griffin? The redhead. This is when she guest appeared on Who's Line. Back when it was with Drew Carey in the 90s. Anyways.
I'm your anchor, God Bless America. Our top story today. A fight was started downtown by a man wearing a suit made completely of mirrors. The police said the man apologized once he had time to sit down and reflect. Welcome to the 6 o'clock news. I'm your anchor, Thor, just thinking about it. Our top story today. Welcome to the 6 o'clock news. I'm your anchor, Thor, just thinking about it. Our top story today. The Greek Jamboni, eccentric human cannonball known for taking his lucky donkey to all his performances, escaped near tragedy today when the donkey climbed into the cannon muzzle just as Jamboni was taking off. It took the surgeons 3 hours to remove Jamboni's head from his ass. Both are resting comfortably. And now over to my...
Everyone was laughing. Drew, Wayne, Ryan. Oh, that was good. That was the best one so far.
It took the surgeons 3 hours to remove Welcome to the 6 o'clock news. I'm your anchor, Thor, just thinking about it. Our top story today. The Greek Jamboni, eccentric human cannonball known for taking his lucky donkey to all his performances.
His lucky donkey. What was it? Oh, it was a go for the Chicago Cubs. For years, the Chicago Cubs had the longest drought between World Series wins. And there were people that thought that it was the curse of this guy's go. Like back in the, gosh, what year was it? Like 1920 or something, 1910s. This guy wanted to go to Wrigley Field to see a Cubs game, and he brought along his go with him. And he wasn't allowed in, and he was kicked out. And a lot of people thought that it was the reason why they hadn't won in so many years. It's because this guy put a curse on Wrigley Field or the Cubs. The curse of the go. Anyways, I gotta listen to this. This is great.
Welcome to the 6 o'clock news. I'm your anchor, Thor, just thinking about it. Our top story today. The Greek Jamboni, eccentric human cannonball known for taking his lucky donkey to all his performances, escaped near tragedy today when the donkey climbed into the cannon muzzle just as Jamboni was taking off. It took the surgeons 3 hours to remove Jamboni's head from his ass. Both are resting comfortably. And now over to my happy co-anchor.
Both are resting comfortably. It's good to know. I hope the donkeys do. I don't know who got the worst end of that. Oh, my head, my ass, my head, my ass. I think the donkey got the worst of it at all.
Happy. Welcome to the 6 o'clock news. I'm your anchor. Tad's the way. I like it. Our top story today. Famous playboy Hugh
That was a little skip. It's back to the same one, but.
Welcome to the 6 o'clock news. I'm your anchor. Tad's the way. I like it. Our top story today. Famous playboy Hugh Hefner managed to successfully stop an order of monks from operating a business on his property. The police forced the friars to close down their stall, which was outside the Playboy mansion, where they had been selling flowers. Said one friar, "Well, if it was anyone else, we may have gotten away from it. But, unfortunately, only Hugh can prevent florist friars."
Wait. Only Hugh can prevent florist friars. Oh my! How did he come up with that? How did he come up with that? It's just so clever. I love it. I love clever. Just silly humor. I love it. Just simple. How did he come up with that? I gotta hear it. We gotta hear it again.
Famous playboy Hugh Hefner managed to successfully stop an order of monks from operating a business on his property. The police forced the friars to close down their stall, which was outside the Playboy mansion, where they had been selling flowers. Said one friar, "Well, if it was anyone else, we may have gotten away from it. But, unfortunately, only Hugh can prevent florist friars." Try saying that 3 times. And now,
Only Hugh can prevent florist friars. Only Hugh can prevent florist friars. Yeah, that's kind of. That was a good one. That and the getting the head out of the donkey's ass. So far,
over to my co-anchor, Homie.
Excuse me.
Welcome to the 6 o'clock news. I'm your anchor, Arthur. Any more donuts? Our top story today. Rudolph the Red.
Arthur, any more donuts? Hi, I'm Arthur. Any more donuts?
Any more donuts?
Excuse me.
Welcome to the 6 o'clock news. I'm your anchor, Arthur. Any more donuts? Our top story today. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer dead at 53. I know it is sad. Over Barcelona today, the famed reindeer was hit by a flock of seagulls and a 747. Eyewitnesses report that the reindeer in Spain was hit mainly by the plane.
That one. Ryan's child was like, oh. Oh. The reindeer in Spain was hit mainly by the plane. Oh, God. Oh. I like that one too. Oh, I paused it at a good time. Ryan Stiles was like this. And Wayne Brady was bent over laughing. Oh my goodness.
7. Eyewitnesses report that the reindeer in Spain was hit mainly by the plane.
Oh, good.
And now, for a slanted look at today's news, our new co-anchor, Christopher Walken. Christopher.
Go ahead and take it away.
Welcome to the 6 o'clock news. I'm your anchor, Keith, my pasty white butt. Our top story today. Noted archaeologist Fred Flintstein made an amazing discovery today in Sweden. On a
Drew's still laughing at that. I don't think that one was that funny. Keith, my pasty white butt. Is that what he said? Let's go back. Maybe I missed it.
story today. New co-anchor. Welcome to the 6 o'clock news. I'm your anchor, Keith, my pasty white butt.
My pasty. I'm an idiot.
Top story today. Noted archaeologist Fred Flintstein made an amazing discovery today in Sweden.
Drew's still
On a
laughing.
windswept fjord, he came across some primitive musical instruments, plus some minuscule deposits of fossilized stool. When asked what the stool could be, Flintstein replied, "A dabba abba doo."
A dab. Oh. The Flintstones, man. You gotta be like around my age or older. Unless you've heard of the Flintstones, then yabba dabba doo.
Primitive musical instruments, plus some minuscule deposits of Our top story today. Noted archaeologist Fred Flintstein made an amazing discovery today in Sweden. On a windswept fjord, he came across some primitive musical instruments, plus some minuscule deposits of fossilized stool. When asked what the stool could be, Flintstein replied, "A dabba abba doo." Now let's see what's happening in the rest of the world with my co-anchor, Snagglepuss. Welcome to the 6 o'clock news. I'm your anchor, Lars of the Red Hot Lovers. Our top story today. The great Flydini, the Shrekman Circus human cannonball for the last 50 years, retired yesterday. When asked if he was going to be replaced, the circus owner said, "No, it's hard to find a man of that caliber." And now let's go over to our new co-anchor, the Cowardly Lion. Cowardly.
Wait, Colin.
Welcome to the 6 o'clock news. I'm your anchor, Noah. She's having my baby. The top story today.
Drew was like, he was like, what? Noah, she's having my baby.
Welcome to the 6 o'clock news. I'm your anchor, Noah. She's having my baby.
Noah, she's having my baby. Now, is it like a statement like, Noah, she's having my baby? Or is it like telling Noah, Noah, she's having my baby. I'm confused. Drew, I paused and he's like,
Top story today. A scientist today admitted that he paid a prostitute over $1,000 to take a special chemical compound with some water in attempts to increase her IQ by over 80 points. The experiment failed, however, which proves you can lead a whore to water, but you can't make her think.
oh man.
Wow, why?
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. You can. That's where he got it from.
Over $1,000 to take a special chemical compound with some water in attempts to increase her IQ by over 80 points. The experiment failed, however, which proves you can lead a whore to water, but you can't make her think. Well, why don't we head over to our beautiful co-host, my wife, Tipsy. Tipsy? Welcome to the 6 o'clock news. I'm your anchor. Then you're going to pay me back that $10. Our top story today. Rock star Prince has changed his name once again. After changing long-distance carriers, Prince, the artist formerly known as Prince, will now be known as the artist who formerly phoned with Sprint. Now, let's go over to our co-anchor, Judy McPherson.
It was stupid, but it was funny. It was stupid,
Welcome
but
to the 6
funny.
o'clock news. I'm your anchor, Woodrow, but don't have a paddle.
That was a good one. That was a good one. I like that. Woodrow, don't have a paddle.
Welcome to the 6 o'clock news. I'm your anchor, Woodrow, but don't have a paddle. Our top story tonight. Bars across America were saddened today by the death of Dr. Joseph Lauenstein. The famous doctor who, as a sideline, would make exotic drinks from wood sap died suddenly today. This is one patron who's really going to miss that hickory dackory dock.
That hickory dackory dock.
Welcome to the 6 o'clock news. I'm your anchor, Woodrow, but don't have a paddle.
I like that. It's good. I like it.
Our top story tonight. Bars across America were saddened today by the death of Dr. Joseph Lauenstein. The famous doctor who, as a sideline, would make exotic drinks from wood sap died suddenly today. This is one patron who's really going to miss that hickory dackory dock.
That hickory dackory dock. This is one patron that's gonna miss that. Hickory dackory dock. That hickory dackory dock. Oh man. But how do you come up with those? Some of them, I mean, were easier than others, and some of them are just like, how do you come up with that? That's what comedy writers do. Colin is not just a performer, he's a writer. He's a very smart man. Well, at least when it comes to comedy. I don't know outside. No, he seems like he's down to earth and a smart guy. Anyways, that's all for the video. I haven't. Now I've seen those, but I don't remember them. I used to watch Who's Line all the time when it was back on, and with Drew Carey in the mid to late 90s. I just can't remember. Which is good, because you watch them, the episodes again. You can on YouTube. And it's like watching a whole new episodes, brand new episodes that just happen to be, like 25 years old. Anyways, like I said before the video started, please subscribe. Check out all my videos. I have a ton of them. Please give me a chance. That's all I can ask for. That's all anyone can ask for is a chance. So give me a chance, and I appreciate it so much. But like always and forever, I always say this: take care, be safe, peace.